Think about the last conversation you had. What if you could have known exactly what the other person was thinking? Sounds almost like a superpower, doesn't it? Well, I shouldn't be telling you this, but there's a psychologically proven method where that superpower becomes a reality. Imagine being in any room and knowing precisely what to say, how to say it, and tapping into the unspoken words and emotions swirling around. From negotiating at work to making someone obsessed with you, this understanding can absolutely change your life. I know what you're thinking. That's a major cap. There's no such thing as reading minds. But you're wrong. It's actually quite simple. It all starts with understanding communication styles. Every person, including yourself, aligns with one of 5 distinct communication styles. Each style has strengths and weaknesses against others. Think of every interaction as a game of rock, paper, scissors. In this game, most people unknowingly always throw the same sign. It's their default communication style. Now, imagine how simple the game becomes once you recognize their pattern. If you know your opponent always chooses rock, you're in a powerful position. Just choose paper every time, and you win. This is exactly how understanding communication styles works in real life. Once you identify someone's rock, you can adapt your paper, the communication style that effectively counters theirs. It's like having a master key that unlocks not just their choices, but also their hidden thoughts and feelings. First, there are passive communicators. Think of someone who always says yes to avoid conflict, even if it's against their best interest. These people often aim to please or are perfectionists. They're like the shy kid in class who never raises their hand, even though they always know the answer. Encouraging them to share their thoughts and reassuring them that their opinions are valued can create rapport. And since they receive this praise less often, they will be absolutely infatuated with you. Next, consider the aggressive communicators, like a thunderstorm, powerful and sometimes unpredictable. They prioritize winning above all else. They are strong, but also easily manipulated. If you encounter an aggressive communicator, remain calm and composed, but don't back down. When they stubbornly fixate on a point, subtly redirect the conversation. It's like being a matador, not a bullfighter. You don't attack head-on, but use their momentum to guide the conversation. Acknowledge their points without surrendering your stance. I see your point, but what about this? This approach shows you're listening, but also subtly shifts the dialogue towards a more favorable outcome for you, and they won't even realize it. Then we have passive-aggressive communicators. These individuals are like the little siblings of aggressive communicators. Everyone knows someone who agrees in person but subtly undermines the plan later. Confront them directly about their behavior and encourage open and honest communication. Passive-aggressive people dislike direct confrontation about their implied statements. They usually concede or agree with you if you simply call them out. One of the strongest styles is assertive communication. This style is all about balance, expressing their needs while considering others. Their weakness lies in their appeal to logic and reason. If you structure everything you say with a purpose, making it seem logical with solid rationalizations, they will most likely agree with you, no matter what you propose. Finally, the most elusive, manipulative communication. If you can't get a good read on someone, and they don't seem to fit any other categories, they might be using this style. They're like chess masters, thinking several moves ahead and subtly steering conversations. This style can sway passive and passive-aggressive types, but clashes with the transparency of assertive communicators. When dealing with a manipulative communicator, stay alert, question motives, and look beyond the surface. Assertiveness and clear thinking are your best defenses against manipulation. Now that we understand the 5 styles of communication, we know how people think, but not what they think. This can be uncovered with reading body language. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will make a part 2 that takes a deep dive on everything you need to know. Please consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you don't miss it.